Okay, today it's a cool day out. It's fall. It's October 3rd, so we're going to do a pork roast. Now, I just came from Price Chopper. Price Chopper had $1.49 a pound for pork loin roast and rib end cut. Looks pretty good. It's got enough fat and marbling in it, so it's not going to be dry. It's nothing worse than dry pork. So what I'm going to do is I set my oven to 550 degrees to get it up really, really, really hot. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the meat out of here. And beautiful. Stick it right there. The pan I have has a bottom that's waffled so the air can get underneath it. Is 5 pounds. The rule of thumb is 5.5 pounds. 20 minutes per pound. So 20 times 5 is 100 minutes. 110 minutes. So 120 minutes is 2 hours. So I will put this and then turn it down 30 minutes on 550. Then I will turn it down at 325 and I will cook it for 2 hours. But before the 2 hours is up, I will add a bag of sauerkraut, or a can of sauerkraut and put it all over the top. I had some strawberries left over from strawberries and sauce, so I threw it on top of the pork just to give it a little sweetness, and then along with the sauerkraut, it's going to be sweet and tangy at the same time. So I just threw that on top. You could throw some jelly on there, some jam, some glaze, whatever you want to put on there if you want to. I just did it because I couldn't fit these in the other container to go in the freezer. So you don't throw anything out, you just throw it into something new. The oven is up to 550 degrees. So I'm going to put the pork roast in at 550 degrees. Right there, nice and hot. I'm going to set it on timer, 30 minutes. At 550. It will smoke, but it'll be okay. It'll get seared. Okay, it's been a half hour on the pork, and I want to take it out and show you what it looks like before I turn it down. There's what it looks like. It is pretty crispy and sealed. So now I'm going to turn and put it back in. I'm going to put the oven down to 325 and cook it for to convect bake. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to put it to timer 2 hours, but maybe an hour, 1 hour, 60 minutes. Then I will put the sauerkraut in, and then I'll cook it for another hour. Okay, it's been an hour now on the pork, and it smells delicious. Absolutely delicious. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There it is. Looks good. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Now I'm going to take the sauerkraut that I have, a bag of sauerkraut, and put the sauerkraut on. Oops. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. Okay. I'll put that back in the oven, and I'm going to bake it for, still at 325, for another hour. So, looking pretty good right there. Yes, going back in the oven for an hour. Okay, I went the easy route today. I got a can of corn, got a bag of frozen green beans. Easy enough for me. This is now done. Cancel, cancel. And this is what our pork roast looks like now. Bring it out here. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to cut myself off a nice piece right here on this end. This end looks good. Let's try this end. Beautiful. Perfect. There should be on mine. There, perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just pink. You can have it just pink. Could have stood a little bit more time, maybe 10 more minutes, but otherwise fine. That's going to be mine. Let's take some of the sauerkraut off the bottom. Aha. I like the burnt stuff. I'll take some of the burnt stuff off the bottom. And my sauerkraut. Perfect. I'm going to do green beans. Scoop of green beans. Green beans. And there's my dinner. Beautiful. Low carb. Delicious. Put some butter on that baby. Cut that in. Look at how juicy that is. Wonderful. And that's a pork roast.